Malcolm X once said, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." It's an insight into a mind that was shaped by a turbulent early life, one that would transform a boy named Malcolm Little into a figure who would impact the course of American history. Born on May 19, 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska, Malcolm Little was the fourth of 7 children in a household that was both passionate and outspoken about civil rights. His parents, Earl and Louise Little, were avid supporters of Marcus Garvey, a prominent black nationalist leader. Their activism, however, made them targets of racial hatred, an ominous cloud that hung over Malcolm's childhood. When Malcolm was just 6 years old, his father met a tragic and mysterious end, allegedly killed by white supremacists. His mother, heartbroken and overwhelmed, struggled to keep the family afloat. As the years went by, the strain took a toll on her mental health, leading to her hospitalization. As Malcolm X once said, "Stumbling is not falling." This sentiment defined his journey from Malcolm Little to Malcolm X. In his teens and early 20s, Malcolm found himself spiraling down a path of criminality. He was drawn into the underbelly of society, engaging in activities ranging from petty theft to drug dealing. His life was a whirlwind of fast money, reckless decisions, and an escalating series of crimes. At the tender age of 20, this whirlwind came to an abrupt halt. Malcolm was arrested and sentenced to prison. This was a pivotal moment in his life, a stark reminder of the path he'd chosen and the consequences that came with it. But rather than surrendering to despair, Malcolm chose to view his imprisonment as an opportunity for self-improvement. Within the bleak walls of his prison cell, he embarked on a journey of self-education. He devoured books on a wide array of subjects, from philosophy to history. His thirst for knowledge was insatiable, and he used every waking moment to broaden his mind. It was during this period of intense self-study that Malcolm came into contact with the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam. These teachings resonated with him, offering a sense of identity and purpose that had been absent from his life. He was particularly drawn to the idea of self-reliance and the empowerment of African Americans through knowledge and unity. As Malcolm immersed himself in these teachings, he underwent a profound transformation. He began to shed his criminal past, replacing it with a deep commitment to his newfound faith in the ideals it espoused. In the words of Malcolm X, "Truth is on the side of the oppressed." These words were a testament to his transformation during his time in prison. It was here that Malcolm was introduced to the teachings of the Nation of Islam, a religious movement that combined elements of traditional Islam with black nationalist ideas. Malcolm's conversion to the Nation of Islam was a turning point in his life. He adopted the surname X to signify his lost African ancestry, and upon his release in 1952, he dedicated himself to the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam. Malcolm's charisma, eloquence, and passion quickly propelled him to the forefront of the movement. As a minister and national spokesman for the Nation of Islam, Malcolm preached a message of black empowerment, self-reliance, and racial separatism. He advocated for black people to carve out their own destiny independent of white society. This was a radical departure from the mainstream civil rights movement, which sought integration and peaceful coexistence. Malcolm X's fiery oratory captivated audiences. He was unapologetic, uncompromising, and fiercely critical of white America's treatment of black people. His words resonated with many who felt marginalized and unheard, making him a beacon of hope for some and a figure of controversy for others. Yet it was this same uncompromising stance that would eventually lead to tensions within the Nation of Islam. His influence was growing, and with it came envy and animosity from those who saw him as a threat to their own power within the organization. Malcolm X's fiery oratory and uncompromising stance on black rights made him a polarizing figure, yet his influence was undeniable. His teachings continued to inspire and provoke thought, demonstrating the enduring power of his message. In the words of Malcolm X, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. As we continue exploring his life, we'll see just how deeply these words rang true. As Malcolm X said, "Change is only a good thing if you change in a good way." This sentiment came to define a pivotal period in his life when he began to question his allegiance to the Nation of Islam. The seeds of disillusionment were sown around 1963 when Malcolm discovered that Elijah Muhammad, the nation's leader, had violated his own teachings. The man who Malcolm had once revered was involved in extramarital affairs, contradicting the moral code he preached. This revelation was a major blow to Malcolm, shaking his faith in the nation and prompting him to reconsider his beliefs. He began to question the organization's rigid stance on race, which painted all whites as evil oppressors. His doubts were further fueled by the nation's reluctance to participate in the civil rights movement, an initiative he felt could significantly benefit African Americans. In 1964, Malcolm made the bold decision to sever ties with the Nation of Islam. He embarked on a spiritual journey that would profoundly alter his worldview. His pilgrimage to Mecca, a holy city for Muslims, was a transformative experience. There he witnessed Muslims of all races praying together in unity, a stark contrast to the racial divisiveness he had experienced back home. Malcolm returned from Mecca with a renewed sense of purpose and a more nuanced perspective on race and religion. No longer did he view all white people as the enemy. Instead, he came to understand that oppression was not a matter of race but of systemically unjust power structures. He also embraced Orthodox Islam, adopting the name El-Hajj Malik el-Shabazz. Despite these radical changes, Malcolm's core commitment to fight for the rights of African Americans remained unwavering. He founded the Organization of Afro-American Unity, intending to unite all African Americans in their struggle for human rights. Malcolm X's transformation demonstrated his capacity for growth and change, underscoring his enduring relevance. His willingness to question his beliefs and adapt his views in the face of new experiences is a testament to his dynamic character and continues to inspire many to this day. In Malcolm X's words, "I am for truth, no matter who tells it." The world was robbed of a powerful voice for truth and justice on February 21, 1965. Malcolm X, a man who had transformed from a petty criminal into a beacon of hope for the African American community, was gunned down during a public address at the Audubon Ballroom in New York City. The news of his assassination sent shockwaves around the globe, leaving a hole in the heart of the civil rights movement. Yet the light of Malcolm X did not dim with his untimely demise. Instead, it ignited a flame that continues to burn brightly, illuminating the path towards racial equality. His teachings, his speeches, his writings, they all live on, inspiring countless individuals to challenge the status quo and fight for what is right. Malcolm X's assassination marked the end of his life, but it was far from the end of his influence. His legacy has endured, transcending the boundaries of time and geography. Today, he is recognized as a symbol of resistance, a man who refused to accept the injustices of his time and dared to envision a world where all people are treated with dignity and respect. He was a man of many faces, a convict, a minister, a leader, and ultimately a martyr. Yet throughout his journey, one thing remained constant: his unwavering commitment to truth. He believed in the power of truth to bring about change, to shatter the chains of oppression, to set people free. He was not afraid to speak his mind, even if it meant going against the grain. His courage, his conviction, his dedication to the cause of justice, these are the qualities that have cemented his place in history. Malcolm X's teachings continue to resonate in the 21st century. In an era where social and racial disparities persist, where the fight for equality is far from over, his words serve as a rallying cry, a reminder of the battles fought and the victories yet to be won. His life story is a testament to the power of transformation, a beacon of hope for those who find themselves on the wrong side of the tracks, a symbol of the possibility of change. Though silenced by an assassin's bullet, Malcolm X's voice continues to resonate, a testament to his indomitable spirit and unwavering commitment to truth. His legacy lives on, inspiring a new generation of truth seekers and justice fighters, reminding us all of the power of one man's voice to spark a revolution. Malcolm X's story is a testament to the power of change, the courage of conviction, and the enduring fight for equality. His life, filled with trials and tribulations, underscores the immense potential within each of us to rise above our circumstances, challenge the status quo, and champion the cause of justice. Born as Malcolm Little, he faced an uphill battle from the start. Yet he transformed his life through sheer willpower, embraced Islam during his incarceration, and emerged as a leading voice for the African American community. His journey from Malcolm Little to Malcolm X is a tribute to the power of redemption and reinvention. His association with the Nation of Islam marked a significant chapter in his life. As a charismatic and persuasive speaker, Malcolm X challenged racial segregation and advocated for the rights of African Americans. His fiery speeches, imbued with passion and conviction, inspired many to join the struggle for civil rights, yet his journey was far from over. His break from the Nation of Islam led him towards a path of greater inclusivity and broadened his perspective on racial justice. His pilgrimage to Mecca was a turning point where he witnessed the unity of diverse races under the banner of Islam, leading him to champion the cause of global brotherhood. His life was tragically cut short, but his legacy continues to inspire. Malcolm X's fight for equality, his courage to question and change, resonates even today. His teachings continue to influence discussions on racial justice, equality, and human rights. His life serves as a beacon of hope for those in the struggle, a reminder that change is possible, and that each one of us has the power to make a difference. Before we wrap up, let's pause and reflect on the profound impact of Malcolm X's life and legacy. His story is a powerful reminder of the strength of the human spirit, the power of conviction, and the enduring fight for equality. We hope you enjoyed learning about Malcolm X. If you did, please hit the like button and share this video. We strive to bring you videos we think you'll enjoy about our Savior Jesus Christ and American history. Join us. Subscribe to become a part of our family. May God bless you in all your endeavors. Thank you for watching.